I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
And goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
After one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something. By the way, our affiliate in Utah and the aftermath of the shooting, you could see people running away pretty quickly, as you would imagine they would do at gunshots. The FBI director, Kash Patel, has weighed in on this. He just tweeted the following: "We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and the investigation." Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. Why?
Well, he's one of MAGA's most prominent voices online. He hosts a near daily podcast. He opines on almost everything. He's been very closely aligned with the president since his initial run for office in 2015, 2016. And his ties to Trump really elevated his own brand. He was really quite young as an activist when the president launched his initial campaign. And he has kind of ridden along with MAGA since 2016 and built up a massive, massive brand of his own. His group has brought in tons and tons of
Then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
Turning Point USA has confirmed that he was shot. And there are a number of...
My sympathy to Charlie Kirk's family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously has, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political violence because I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody. But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly, have tripped a new era.
I'm seething with rage over the shooting of Charlie Kirk today at Utah Valley University. It's absolutely outrageous that this young conservative powerhouse, just 31 years old, was gunned down in the neck during a simple Q&A session with students. How could anyone do this to a father, a husband, a man who's dedicated his life to defending freedom, traditional values, and America First principles? This wasn't random. It's a calculated assassination attempt. From their open borders chaos to their war on the unborn and the family unit, Charlie Kirk called it all out, and now he's paying the price. The suspect's in custody after firing from 200 yards away, but this screams of the radical left's toxic environment, where they've cultivated a culture of hate and violence against anyone who challenges their woke agenda. Petition with over 6,800 signatures tried to silence Kirk before the event, calling his words divisive, code for "we can't win the debate, so shut him down." Democrats like Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and Gavin Newsom are tweeting prayers now. But where were they when their rhetoric painted targets on patriots like Kirk? We've seen it with attacks on Trump supporters, doxing parents at school boards, and calls for punching Nazis that always mean punching anyone right of center. Enough fake tears. It's time to admit their ideology breeds this violence, inciting the unstable to act because they can't win at the ballot box. Charlie Kirk built Turning Point USA, mobilizing millions for liberty. And what does he get? A bullet for his troubles. I'm beyond pissed. This must end. This has to be the wake-up call that stops the left's reign of terror. Lock up the shooter for life. Investigate every radical group tied to this. And hold the Democrat elite accountable for the blood on their hands before they claim another victim. Rise up and fight back against this murderous party tearing our country apart. America first, always. No more excuses, no more tolerance for their hate. The left's playbook is clear. Silence, intimidate, or eliminate anyone who stands for truth. We can't let them win. Now, it's on us to carry that fight forward and demand justice, not just for him, but for every patriot targeted by their vicious ideology.